my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the month of June 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Gemini season, so happy birthday to all Geminis out there. And I read for the signs in the order of most liked videos. You can see the order I read in this time around at the community section of my channel. And thank you all for liking, watching, commenting, donating, and subscribing to my channel. I am super grateful for all of your appreciation. And if you want to support my channel even more, you can click the ad attached to this video or watch the ad for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is the way YouTube channels get paid, and you can continue watching all the lovely content for free. So, thank you. Okay, this is a general reading for sun, moon, and rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to different roles by the universe. So if everything is reversed for you, that is okay. Just trust your own intuition. For this reading, I will use the Crystal Tarot with Elisabetta Trevisan, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, my dear Libra, see what's going on with you. We have a King of Cups here together with the Hierophant. So this seems serious. Maybe some of you are falling in love with a water person, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. The Hierophant is usually family ties. So it might be that we are binding family ties with a person. Or it might be a situation where we have a very open heart and thinking about commitment, for example, a big beating heart here. There might also be polarities, of course. This can be a person that's very loving, and this might be a person that wants to, like, they get their sense of happiness when they are right or when they know things. It's like sometimes the Hierophant can be a little bit of a know-it-all. And the King of Chalices is a king of emotions, so someone that wants everyone to feel nice, to be happy, to be content, to get their needs met. And the Hierophant is sometimes a little bit more of a selfish energy that wants to be on top of others and rule them and tell them that, like, this is how you're supposed to live your life. So sometimes we can be scared of this tradition and, you know, doing things in the way our parents did things. We want to do a little bit revolution and do something that we are not told to do. We can rebel a little bit against things that we are told to do. But here it feels like this person is being able to keep like being the bigger person in some sense. It's a lot of warmth with this also, family sense. So it can be that you're very deeply in love with someone that belongs now to your family, or you see them as family or your tribe. So of course some kind of conflict in this also, but we will see what it is. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have an Ace of Pentacles with the King of Chalices. So this seems like a new beginning where the heart is having the ability to express itself. So it might be that you have healed yourself. You have come to terms with your family and who you are. Maybe with this energy, the King of Chalices, we don't freak out if someone is bossy towards us anymore, because what can they really do towards us? We don't have to engage in the drama if we have healed ourselves. So we love ourselves, we will respect ourselves. We don't have to feel like all tense if someone's saying that this is how you're supposed to live your life. You can be like, oh, maybe not. I will consider. Okay, you don't have to be like, oh no, they told me what to do, I need to rebel. No, this person is calm, this person is healed, so they're not so touchy-feely. Okay, so this is a new beginning, it feels fresh. Okay, so I called for archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have the Moon together with the Ace of Pentacles. Now it's becoming a little bit more serious, of course. So the Moon might be one person in this equation might be super scared of their emotions, usually some controlling entity. The King is not particularly controlling, he's just calm. The Hierophant can be a little bit controlling, so every evidence points to that the Hierophant might need to address their emotions instead of this situation with having control. So we'll see what this is all about. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the natural sense. So with the Hierophant energy, humanity has civilized itself. We have a big library with a lot of books on how we should and shouldn't do things. And this is how we learn to survive, kind of a little bit apart from nature. How we survive nature, how we close ourselves off in houses and in villages with fences, and what we do to prevent nature to happen to us, rain, sun, insects, snakes, poisonous snakes, being attacked by wildebeest, things like this. So by this Hierophant energy, we are kind of separated ourselves a little bit from nature. But it seems like Libra, you are about to do some kind of return to nature. Maybe you're not so scared anymore. So it's okay to have rain in your hair and, you know, being forced to jump over a snake in the grass, being outdoors, getting a little bit sun on your skin. So we'll see what's going on with that. But it feels hopeful. It's a little bit scary also because we need to face our fears. I can imagine that humans that had to survive in nature, they might have been fearful, and that fear was what created the tribes and the fences and all this. But most of it is probably out of necessity. But anyways, we still have these deep-rooted fears for certain things, and it doesn't have to be just from our lives as humans. It can be cellular memories from forever, because we can see this in other animals. I bet you have seen some of the movies with cat videos with someone putting a gherkin behind a cat. They react rather intense to the fact that they think that it's a snake, of course. So these fears are deeply rooted inside of you. The King of Cups, which is Scorpio, this is Cancer, is usually very equipped to deal with emotions and not scared of their emotions. The moon is actually calling them, calling us all to go to our fears and excavate them and find out what they want to tell us, because our fears and our pains is the golden gateway to the next level of our evolution. When we are able to go through a fear or go through a challenge, we grow from that and become more than what we were before. So people that are scared can be held locked in an unlocked room because they don't try the doors. Okay, but here someone has tried the doors because this is a new beginning. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the 9 of Cups together with Ace of Pentacles. So 9 of Cups, I think it has come from for all the signs: Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, and now for you, Libra. So it shows this situation where we have initially tried to find out, okay, so darn it, what do I need? What is it that makes me so unsettled? I don't feel calm inside of myself. So I think you have worked through all this and you have found out what makes you tick, what your needs are and how you can fulfill them with the King of Cups that we saw. So I think you're better off now, and you have this ability now to start your life anew in a way that will be more fulfilling for you. 9 of Cups is also the wish card, so if you want to wish for something, this can be a great moment in June to start to manifest your deepest desires and, you know, most hefty dreams, like the things that you always have wanted. And it seems like there's a good chance that you will have success with this, with the Ace of Cups coming next to it. So grab each opportunity. Don't let chances go past your nose at this point. 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. yeah, control freak. So I'm just going to tune in to you, Libra, and the energy for you in June for a few seconds here. Okay, so I'm hearing some old song. I think it might even be ABBA. It's a Swedish group from 70s, 80s. Take a Chance on Me. It comes from the Ace of Pentacles. Take a chance on me. Okay. So it might be a new beginning with love, for example, new relationship, or someone flirting with you, or someone, the King of Cups might have been someone that has looked you out in a crowd and decided, oh, that's the one I want. Okay, so it's a little bit love in the air, I feel. Or something else. King of Cups can also be like an opportunity, and someone helping you, giving you an opportunity. The opportunity itself is Ace of Cups, and the background is Nine of Cups, being the dream that you had. Okay, so this is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. So it seems like this chance for you was in the past, so I hope you grabbed it when it came, okay? So here we have twice Scorpio, Justice, Queen of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay, it seems like here we have a very heartbreak also. It's a long story to this, your background here. Empress might be a mother. Queen of Cups might be your fragile heart, or it might be someone that you are in love with. And it's a lot of trouble here. Three of Swords, three-party relationship, or more than one person being involved in the relationship, telling you what to do. Like you should do this, you should do that. And it caused some kind of split here. And there are you. And we can see that all these people are like looking in different directions. So no one is really being in connection. But when this Queen of Cups and the King of Cups comes together, it usually shows like a lover's couple. But they are divided with the Justice card, which is you, Libra. So it almost looked like a divorce, like an ending and a new beginning. So I think there's a big love affair has come to an end. Might be that there will come a new beginning, like you will find someone new, hopefully. The death are often followed by the Ace of Pentacles. To get something new, we need to sacrifice the old, how beautiful it might have been. Okay, so this is your now. And we have a Knight of Chalices, so that's a little bit flirtation going on there. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, okay. Not coming from the best place, though. This is a person being overly protective of themselves. Four of Pentacles, staying in my fort. Nine of Wands, keeping everyone on an arm's length distance. Building a bigger fort for myself. Having a door bouncer. And that's your dream here with the Star card and the Nine of Cups. So scared of disappointment. So you probably have been a little bit roughed up in the past, so you have gotten really strong protection here. Or you might be dealing with someone that, like, they are not so easy to connect with. They're probably interested in you, though, or you are interested in someone, even though you have closed yourself off like this. But usually when we are this closed off, that's not a good way to go out and search for love. We should be in a state of vulnerability and openness, not I already know your type. That is not going to, make the Cupido come and shoot an arrow in your behind. And here we have the Knight of Swords. It's a little bit more warrior energy. Okay, all these sixes here. There's some kind of like non-compromissive energy. I won't compromise. It's out of love and out of self-respect, I would reckon. It's still a lot of nostalgia with this, but I guess that you might still long for someone in the past, but You don't want them to get the better of you. So you are going to prove to them that you can do without them. Or there might be someone else doing this to you. This is Gemini. Can easily be Libra, of course, or Aquarius. The Tower. As I said, if we are putting ourselves in the position of being not vulnerable, but super strong and untouchable, that's not a way to start something new. Then we can as well stay in our castle here. If you want to communicate and have an exchange with other people, you need to be open for it. In other case, it's just going to end in war, okay? If you're meeting someone that you are falling in love with, you will treat them like a rivalry sibling instead, and there will be constant bickering, and not being able to be compassionate and understand the other person. So one of your candles just burned out. I will go and fix it. So Death and Tower and burning out of a candle. Someone is not doing the best with the chances that they have been given. Either that's you or someone you know. It's not so much you can do if someone is, passing every chance you give them, or passing every chance life is giving them. You can just continue watching them destroying their life. It's nothing you can do. It's sad, yes, but it's every person has a free will, and it's not up to you to force them to take a chance. So I'm hearing the song again. Take a chance on me. Okay. So here in the past we have a 5 of Pentacles. So 5 of Pentacles is someone with a real low self-esteem. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. And sometimes when we feel like this, we will treat others like this. Much what we saw here with all the fortress thingies being built. So if we want connection with other people, but we feel like this, like I'm not worthy, no one can love me, we will act like that's the truth, and we will be cold, having cold attitude, keeping people on the arm's length distance, not letting them come close to our heart. And this will be the outcome, because they will leave us out in the cold, because they realize, okay, there's no love to be found with this person. They are just acting cool or trying to be cool. So I won't get any exchange with this person. And voila, you have a self-fulfilling prophecy on your hands. Being scared of not being good enough, proving to others that you're not good enough by not opening your heart, or someone have done this to you, and then they're without you as a natural consequence. Okay. Next card is the Ace of Wands. So that I like. Ace of Wands is like okay. I'm hearing a funny song and it's not shining the best light on me here. They are cursing. Is that, forget about that. I don't want to think about anything like that. I'm whispering, and it's not the devil's, whispering. It's just me trying to figure out the song. So some have asked, what's the strange noise at like this and this minute and second? And then I go and watch, and it's me trying to figure out the song. Super cute. So I think that you had a chance with someone, or someone had a chance with you, but that person or you weren't you weren't ready to take it. And sometimes it's this with the berries in the trees, and the fox that couldn't reach those berries, he said, that, forget about that. He doesn't want those berries, even though there was a bird there in the trees saying, I can throw down berries to you. But the fox was used to, starving and living alone, and, so he says, that, forget about that. I don't want to think about anything like that, because it hurts, okay? It hurts when you have needs to fulfill, and the the fulfilling of those needs seems unreachable. So we don't want to ask for help. We are being brave enough to help ourselves here. So it's a very tough energy, but it's shaking in the knees because it's really a little person wants to be hugged and loved and told that everything is fine. But we'll see where it goes with this. Okay, so here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's kind of revolution. So I still feel that it's good because Ace of Wands, 10, the Wheel, at least we are doing something about it. So if this is a person that you are dealing with that is have a very low self-esteem and therefore acting like they don't care, let them do this. It's fine, okay? They need to go through this cycle of evolution we have here with the Wheel of Fortune. And if this is you, this is also fine. Maybe you needed to say no to some kind of chance because it came with a consequence. For example, you having to subordinate yourself to something that you were not ready to do. It can be so many different things. For example, you love that guy, but you can't be with them because they are disregarding you or disrespecting you. So screw that, forget about that. Now I said it, but YouTube really doesn't like when we curse. Okay, so and here we have the Lovers. It's still there. It doesn't matter like what this person do. It's like a person causing a lot of drama inside of themselves because they want something that they think they can't have. They still want it though. With the Lovers there, I'm thinking about this. We want to have opportunities, chances, things growing. We want to build on things. We don't want to be self-destructive or lose our dreams or lose them along the way. So I think hope hasn't really left. So this is someone might be also trying to overcome their crappy self-esteem by taking a chance anyways. Okay, and here we have the Seven of Pentacles, so scratch that. It was just what I hoped for you. Okay, so we say like this: the love is underneath the surface, everything is still there, or the person is super interested in you, maybe a new suitor, because we have both Ace of Pentacles, very feminine, while this is a very masculine symbol. So we have some kind of attraction going on here, but the person has a crappy self-esteem. So instead of, telling you how much they love you, they don't know anything, or even worse, boys from school when they pulled your hair, or if you are a boy, maybe girls from school that just giggled and walked by and looked like super cool instead of talking to you. So that's what I'm seeing, like someone keeping up the charade, or it's not even charade, it's like giving up. So the hope is there internally for this person, and they want some kind of expansion. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, no, it's no idea, or not now, maybe tomorrow. I will call him tomorrow, or I will, try to get that job another day, or start that education another day. So it's postponing. Everything is inside of you, or this person is in the right place to create miracles, but there's no reaction. It's like this person is so super domesticated that they can't act naturally, or super wounded, so their shell is too strong to ever let them out and have a natural expression. Okay. This that began so great. Okay, next. Oh, this is good. Anyway, here we have the Sun. So we have both the Lovers and the Sun. And the Lovers is the first card for love in the major arcana. This is the last one, the third. And it shows when two holy people is joining in holy matrimony. It's babies, but it shows like the pure essence of your soul together with someone else's pure essence of their soul and the greater soul that's combined them. And it comes underneath the Five of Pentacles. I think someone is able to see through the charade see through the mask, see through the hard shell, or and see the truth. Maybe it's you being able to see, like, okay, so I'm so scared of being disrespected and or being rejected, so I don't even try. So at least we see the truth here, so that's a great thing. And the sun is, of course, very healthy for these different chances here to grow. So when we see the truth, we are better into making healthy decisions. The sun is also a card for Leo. We have Gemini there. In other case, it's earth and fire. Okay. Next card here is the moon. So the sun and the moon underneath the Ace of Wands there. Okay, so we are facing our fears bravely. We are seeing the truth with what's our hiccups. Okay, we are seeing our wound. We understand ourselves that, because even if this is the other person being so cold and distant, and you need to jump through 7,000 hoops before you can even get to the innermost circle, like they still keep you on an arm's length distance. So even if you have that kind of person in your life, it probably mirrors something within you where you are not showing your true self. And it's not like lying. It's more like protecting one's vulnerability. So we don't want to expose parts of us that we think is so fragile and unprotected. But the thing we really need to do here, and that's what's advised here with the sun and the moon, is to go straight for the source. Go straight to the pain, okay? Start to challenge yourself. Every time you think like, oh, I need to have my guard up here, that person has the potential to hurt me. We do the opposite, and we take down our guard and we say something to this person. Instead of acting shy and walking away, we might say, hello, how are you? Good looking. Okay, flirting a little bit. Okay, blinking your eye. So while your heart is beating like way too many beats per minute, okay? So this is how you do it. You challenge yourself, you widen your horizon, you expand your vision, you make that, that comfort zone of yours a little bit bigger. So you don't stay here. You can stay here in safety, of course, but make at least the courtyard a little bit bigger so you can run around and, do some jumps and some giddy thingy. Okay, so try to live a little bit is what I'm trying to say. So, and here in the center we have this core essence that you are so protective about. So I'm hearing this darn song. It has come for Libra before, I'm pretty sure, and me personally is getting a little bit bored with this song, but it seems to be important for you maybe to understand your counterpart. So it's Sam Smith, Too Good at Goodbyes. So I'm just protecting my innocence. I'm just protecting my soul. So that's why this person is acting like a baby, like they have never loved before. They don't know how to do it, or they act strange, or you can't understand what they are doing. It's self-destructive. And it is self-destructive because the person is super scared of getting hurt. So how do you solve this? You can't solve it for another person, but if it's in another person, it's in you. So what you can do is to face your fears, as I just said, and challenge yourself. And when you challenge yourself and do something that's super uncomfortable, if you have the opportunity, you can take that feeling with you to a place where you can be a little bit alone and just stay with it. You can also watch my video in the Q&A playlist. It calls Dealing with Pain, I think. And this video can help you with a way to deal with your pain and how to process this. Because the pain it's not dangerous. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. It might feel like that. Many people take their lives because they can't stand this pain, and it's just pain. It's just alarm system. It's not dangerous. It's just saying, okay, you need to look this way because something is wrong. And you, oh God, the alarm is going off. I'm freaking out. I'm going to run in the different direction. And the alarm is still, it's not giving up. It's still here. And until you come back, and shake it out. Okay, so what was it that this alarm wanted to tell me? So this alarm is controlling your whole life. It's preventing you from finding happiness. It's preventing you from reaching out to the people you love, or for taking the chances that you want to take, because you're super scared of the aftermath, and that means your own alarm system doing like this and scaring you. So you're scared to be scared, we can say. So you're keeping yourself locked in an unlocked room, so that you won't scare yourself, or someone else will scare you, because you don't like how it feels to be scared. And this was preventing you from living in a happy life. This being scared. It's fine to be scared, but don't let fear limit your life. Okay. So this little entity, it's actually the master of feeling, connecting with the alarm. This is the entity inside of you that can understand the alarm, but since it doesn't have support from, let's say, the Queen Mother and the Queen Father, being the parents of this, the Holy Trinity, child, mother, father, it doesn't have like the protection. It's like in a love relationship, if you are the only one showing love and the other person isn't, it's like you're holding this big fire hose of love all by yourself, while you really should be two, holding it and having each other's backs. So this little entity inside of you you don't have its back. You don't help it to face the pain and the fear. You just say, well, that feels shitty. We don't talk about that. We don't deal with that. We ignore it. We look the other way. So that's shitty parents. Okay, shitty parenting as well. If your child lies and cries somewhere, you go to it. You don't ignore it. And oh, it has a broken leg. If we put tape around the opening to the door, maybe we don't hear the screams. And here we have a Three of Wands, and it comes underneath the Lovers. So I think this very vulnerable part of you have seen something in the light of the moon that it wants to communicate. So your heart has it has a wish. Yeah. So I'm hearing another song, and I'm going to write it down. Heart wants what it wants. And that's how it is, okay? Something you can't really argue with. Sometimes if there's a conflict between your head and your heart, go with your heart, because your head is more easily persuaded. Your heart can't be persuaded. It's what it is. It's only time can change your heart's view on things. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Seven of Coins, Seven of Cups. It shows that, again, all this potential, all this insight. I know what I feel. I know what I want. I know what I need to do about this situation, and yet nothing is being done. So I need to take an oracle card to see what's the hold up with these sevens. Oh. Well, it's not easy to turn lesser metal into gold. This is the alchemist, and he was a young boy, much like this, when he set out on this journey. And now, yes, he's enlightened. He has the sun here in his forehead. He has Jupiter there on his cheek. But, you know, his face has marks showing that this journey wasn't easy for him. And here he stands with the end result. So I'm thinking there's some kind of hopelessness to this. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. You have the solution in your hand. And kind of the Seven of Cups here. And it wasn't really what you hoped for. You wanted an easier solution, a more quicker fix. You didn't want to have to face your fears, or, you know, go talking to that person, or deal with that issue. You wanted it to just be like abracadabra, sesame, open up your door, and that's that. And now you have the answer, but you don't you don't like it, okay? You don't like what it is that you're asked to do. It's kind of against your principles. And we have a 7 of Pentacles and a 7 of Cups. So it's the feminine sevens. Sevens are always spiritual challenges. And it shows that it's a spiritual challenge when it comes to your feminine side. Basically, you need to become more feminine. Either you're a female or a male, you need to embrace your feminine qualities. Vulnerability, openness, being able to be passive, accepting, being able to go with the flow, and with this kind of energy here, forget about that. I don't want to know about anything like that. I don't think you're up for it. So that's why you're stuck here a little bit. And it might be that you need to do this first. If you have a counterpart that's even more stubborn than you, if you do this first, you can help other more stubborn entities in your surrounding to be able to be brave enough to walk after you. If you have, at least been paving a road for them, you walked that road before, you took away the stones that they could have fall upon, or the branches that was in the way. Don't focus outside of you what you want other people to do, because it's like you're waiting for something. You're ready to take this leap into the future, to fulfill your dreams, to go after your passion, to show the love, and then nah. So what are you waiting for? That's also a song. What are you waiting for? Okay, so I will only write the essence of the text, because there will be too much. There's not enough room in the description box for all these lyrics. Okay. So into the future, and we have a 10 of Cups. So you have the highest card for love here in the major arcana, in the minor arcana, and then we have a crappy self-esteem, so we can't follow that love. Intense, but it's still there, so it hasn't gone anywhere. The chances is still there for the person that is so scared of their own expression of emotions or their own expression of love, because this person is obviously super scared of being hurt. But if you can deal with hurt, there's nothing more to be scared of. Whatever another person do towards you, it's going to be okay, because you can deal with your own emotions. You have learned how to deal with your own emotions. So be able to actually switch off the alarm system. It doesn't have to go like this, all the time. It's just because you ignore it, it's like this. But when you don't ignore it, you go straight to the source. You get the message, and you heed the message, and then it doesn't have to be on. It doesn't have to, be alarming like this and freaking you out. So avoiding pain is just prolonging it. And here we have an Ace of Swords. So someone definitely wants to come with some sort of message, but they are super scared. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Moon in between. We have a 3 of Wands. There's also messages or communicating or taking the step towards. And here we have Ace of Swords, messenger, Knave of Chalices, coming with love, and the Lovers. So someone is deeply in love here. And it's time to speak up. It's time to speak the truth and take the chance here. Take a chance on me. Yeah. And here we have a 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. It shows that action needs to be taken. Cooperation. Putting one foot in front of the other. Making the necessary call. Making the necessary action. Using this energy of the Wheel of Fortune and this love. It's like a tsunami wave of warm waters. Wants to make you surf somewhere, but you need to be willing to surf the wave and to cooperate with other people and work together with them instead of this rivalry and they are out to get me and I'm not going to allow them to do that. Don't bother with these kind of thoughts. Think of how can I cooperate with these people. Of course, not people that's acting like this hermit crab, because that person needs to take themselves out of the hermit crab shell. You can't help them. Everything you do, of course, initially we need to help people to show that we are there and that we are trustworthy. But when we have done that and they are still staying in the shell, okay, so you have done your job. You don't have to stick around and wait for another disappointment. They will have to take themselves out of the shell. We are all here to learn about our own strength and our own ability to solve our own problems. So staying and trying to help someone because they are unequipped is not going to give them the equipment. They need to get it by forcing themselves to go out in the world. You can't do that. You can just show that you are here if they finally stick their nose outside the window. Hello. Okay. 9 of Swords. Oh God. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is cruelty. It's when we have a great amount of guilt, or someone is guilty, like they have done this towards us, they are guilty. So I think some healing is in order. Here we have Libra, Yin and Yang, this person's arms almost being like snakes or something, and this healing rainbow resting place. So what has happened to you that made you like this? I think that in this situation, 9 of Swords is actually a good thing. Okay, it shows that you will find balance and healing through this 9 of Swords. Go straight to the danger. This will be super, super healthy. You know, he's playing with this snake energy here almost, and he seems perfectly in balance with it, and healing is happening. So this 9 of Swords isn't a bad thing. It's actually the next step for Libra. To do what seems most dangerous here. Okay, and this last card here is the Chariot, which is 7. So we have 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 7 the Chariot, and it shows that it's 2 different energies needs to be put together. So like you and your most beloved, or your 2 sides to you needs to come together and work together to get the show on the road. And it's a show that wants to come on the road, because you have Ace of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So it shows that this is a heavenly destined ride, okay? And this is the wheel of the Chariot, and 3 of Wands is the road. And here you have the Chariot itself. So it's like a destined road for you, and the only thing that's preventing you to move upon it is fear. Fear. And here you have, sometimes the Sun can be Gemini as well, because when it's 2 twins on it, it feels very Gemini-like. And here you have the Gemini Knight of Swords. And these 2 energies are pretty alike. So it shows that someone needs to grow some balls or be brave, or have the attitude of throwing themselves into something because they just know that they need to do it. And so it's like a suitor, or someone coming and courting, or going after the things that they love, they want. So this element, Knight of Swords, the Chariot, can be a little bit sticky, like pointy, but it's just in the beginning, because this person is so scared. So it's like if you see a guy, for example, flirting with a girl, you can see that this guy, he is overdoing it. He's being like a little bit too macho, and a little bit too cool, and a little bit too, like, he's speaking too fast, and he's doing things a little bit too agitated, and he wants to paint a picture of being super cool, and the girl that he's courting might think, oh, this guy's too cool for me. But we as a bystander can see that this person is nervous, because they are trying to do something that they are kind of, okay, fake it till you make it. So they're forcing themselves, because they are brave enough to feel on unlocked doors. It's not always you're successful, and when you're so freakishly scared, you might come off as a bully or something, but it's just practice. It can be very good to practice on being rejected as well. Practice, and until you don't take it personally anymore, and it's like, no. So I can see in front of me a guy that's flirting with one girl, and she's not up for it. Next girl, she's not up for it. Next girl, she's not up for it. And finally, he gets some real smooth, charming skills when he has faced his fear of rejection. And that's when he's starting to become really smooth with this. That's also when this person has healed. So if you have something that you're super scared of and you really don't want to do it again and again and again until you're really skilled at it, and you're not scared of being rejected or laughed upon or whatever your personal fear is. Okay. So I will take cards for you from the Chakra Insight Oracle. I haven't done a review on these cards just yet, but I will get to it eventually. So, my dear Libras, let me see, Libra. Physical health, vitality, strength, body image, balance. Okay, beautiful. So I'll read this card for you. It looks much like this card, I feel. Similarity. It's something with your healing. The things you do seems to heal you. The action you are brave enough to take will heal you. 5. And it's a lot of nakedness here as well. So this is, of course, vulnerability, when we're able to show ourselves exactly as we are and not putting up a mask or a protection. Sitting on a stony ledge, looking out over the forest, a woman takes a private moment to honor herself. Overwhelmed by the roles and expectations of her life, she has been denying the needs of her physical body and thus holding her own inner light at bay. But as she takes a moment just to be, the natural, regenerative force of Mother Earth begins to rise up, gently drawing stress and worry from her body and reconnecting her to the deeply infinitive fire light within. So this is what's happening when you're dealing with your pain. And it almost feels like this is the 9 of Swords swinging. And she's still a little bit rejective towards it, but it's hers. It's hanging entangled in her arms. And so this 9 of Swords energy is not going anywhere, so she might as well stay and feel it and then also heal. Okay. Amidst the rapid pace, pressures and diverse responsibilities of modern life, it can be very easy to lose touch with the needs of our physical body. While many of our modern life circumstances and even some of our spiritual paths call for the denial of the physical, this card is calling us to reconnect and honor our physical needs. Our physical body is our temple, our chariot. There we have the chariot. Our sacred vessel in this life. While our mind may be a great architect of visionary possibility, and our heart may have the power to bring great passions to our lives, our physical body is the medium through which spirit and inspiration is brought into form, and so we must care for it as though it were the most honored guest in our home. It actually is our home. The card is an invitation to reconnect with the wisdom of your body, reclaims a sense of balance between work, rest, and play, integrate your need for quiet time and solitude with activities and social connection. It is time to balance the scales. And there comes this card. We have the symbol for the scales there. Bring your love and awareness to your body. Learn to accept your body just as it is, for its unique shape, colors, and textures. Look upon your body with compassion and be grateful that you have this living vessel. Be grateful for the simplest action, like your heart beating and keeping you alive. Thank your feet for their steadfast effort to carry you through your day. Honor your physical needs for nourishing foods, clean water, deep breath, sunshine, laughter, love, and connection. Spend time in nature, exercise in ways that make you feel alive. Treat yourself to a massage or a special nurturing meal. Don't just survive, live with vitality and drive. Let your physical health radiate and shine. When we are healthy, everything in life seems to fall into place naturally. The rhythms of our body align themselves with the cycles of the natural world. We became in sync with our own true nature. And that's kind of what we have here, your feminine side that has been calling to you. Okay, so beautiful. So I'll take one more oracle card, and it's from this, the Oracle of Dragon Fae. I haven't done a review on that either just yet, but any day. So, one card from the Oracle of Dragon Fae for my dear Libra viewers. Thank you. The Lady Grian, open your heart. So I couldn't have said it better. 2. Yeah. I am the earth and the soul star's light. I am the opening of the flower, the love that lives in the flower of your heart. I love you, and I wish for you to draw this love energy into your being. I am a power source that you cannot neglect, because even if you feel you are a being of winter and that your heart has grown cold and hard in order to ease the pain, I tell you that you are now ready to reveal your own life source and warmth to another being. The love you have to share will be appreciated and returned. More so, this warm and loving heart energy will be its own reward as you awaken again to your feeling nature. Please open your heart in this moment. Allow yourself to love, see the beauty in the warmth and smiles as often as you can. Bring forth your joy and see the opening of others' hearts. Wear yellow, red, and gold, all the colors of my friend the sun, and you will feel a great flow of energy awakening throughout your body and energetic being. Please see that the seeds you planted, Ace of Pentacles, need warmth earth in which to grow. Yes, they can survive when it's cold, but they cannot thrive. So be warm. Extend your energy and know that your truly radiant self with great opportunity and abundance around you. Simply extend some heart energy and I will support you and love you until you are the radiance of the sun incarnated in your own form. Love, be loved, love. Beautiful. So, Grian is the sister of the moon goddess of the dragon fae, Ain, and is a solar goddess dragon fae queen. So that was complicated. Is the sister of the moon goddess dragon fae, Ain. Okay. So she's someone's sister and is the solar goddess dragon fae queen. Okay. She is of the golden light and she brings warmth, courage, joy and growth wherever her feet fall. She is the force that drives the plant to flower, the fruit to be born from the vine, the seed to bring forth into life. Her hands glow with this life force and her dragon fae companions breathe flames around her as she sleeps to ensure she is warm. She brings warmth and fire to those in wintry climates and carries with her the coming of the spring. So I think there's a coming of a spring here, Libra, but you are the spring. So you are the ignition. So you can't wait for it to come and save you. You need to sparkle it up all by yourself. So my dear Libras, I hope this helped. I want you to come back and view my July reading in the middle of June. And until then, take really good care. Okay. And be warm. Have open heart. Okay. Bye-bye.